This is the moment I've been waiting for since we put this engine in. I got to see what this thing does when you pull out on the highway. So, might mean that you got to turn the hat backwards here. See if we can find an opening. Oh yeah. Here we go.
What are you doing, Trevor?
I gotta get my hat. Third gear shift took that thing right off. Oh man, it's smashed. Dude, she got smoked. Oh, look at that. Look at that,
Hey, it
man.
stayed on though.
Took some pavement. Damn it. See how this thing takes off. We'll see here. It runs good! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Nice and easy. Well, I don't have to say much about that. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You know what I mean? A lot of fun. Big smile on my face now. And look, my hat got destroyed. We had to go back and get it off the middle of the freeway. That's what happens when you're going fast. We'll pull up here, we'll show you a few things about this thing. Well, enough driving it, let's show you guys around. First off, the e-brake works amazing. You always gotta have a good e-brake when you got a 5-speed. So this is the interior of Ken's Jeep, and as you can see, nothing flashy. So just went with a brand new dash and super clean. It doesn't have any of the factory openings for the stereo in there anymore, and just some replacement OEM gauges. So we added this as well. This is an 8-switch S-Pod switching station. So far we're using 3 of the 8 ports. So one for the air compressor, one for the front locker, one for the rear locker. These are all available now for rock lights, light bars, backup lights, things like that. We added 2 cigarette lighters, because if you got a Jeep from the 80s, it's got to have a cigarette lighter, you know. And you young kids can put your USB ports in there as well, but you know, we know what they're really for. As you can see, the twin sticks for the Atlas, NV4500, and then the stereo is now hidden in the center console. And the seats are super clean, just best top vinyl seats. And then the back seat is a best top seat as well. And we went ahead and just moved it back 6 inches, so an adult can sit comfortably in the back there while you're cruising for your ice cream and cocktails and whatnot, Jamba Juice. We are missing the front roll cage, as you can see, so that's on the list for the next round when it comes back. But we're going to keep it super simple, just up to the front, a pillar, and use our stanchions and not go all the way down to the floor. So let me get out and show you a few things here. So starting from the front to the back, we really like to use the Hansen bumpers. So this is the Hansen winch bumper with a Xeon 10,000 worn winch with synthetic rope. And you look down here and we have our WFO CJ shackle reversal kit. And it's sitting on 6-leaf, 1.5" Rubicon Express spring oversprings. So that right there is a Dana 60. So WFO Gear and Axle went ahead and took a Chevy Kingpin Dana 60, narrowed it, put chrome ollie axles in it, 513 gears, ARB. It has our behind the axle double high steer arms. You sneak in over here, you can see it. Run across the back there. You look way in there, you can see the Fox steering stabilizer tucked in there as well. And we're running Fox shocks with reservoirs up front here. Keep it riding nice. So as you work around here, you got your 37-inch Goodyear MTRs and Method 17x9 wheels. These are not bead locks, but they have their patented trail lock system in them. So this is something you don't see all the time. We wanted to keep this Jeep kind of timeless and original looking, so it is still 5-on 5.5 lug pattern with a Dana 60. So stock CJ lug pattern on this one, and same with the rear. So these are Poison Spider rock sliders that have been trimmed and fit on the CJ, keeping it really clean with that semi-gloss flat black. And as you can see, the front has the stock flares on it. In the rear, we stretched the rear end back approximately 5 inches. And in order to do that, we took a factory TJ rear fender flare to move the wheel well opening back, kind of push the sheet metal back in, and gave us about 3 to 4 more inches of wheelbase on this Jeep. So if you sneak underneath here and look, you'll see the bottom of the 6-liter engine, the NV4500 transmission. It's got 1350 drive shafts front and rear, 1350 CV in the rear. There's the 3.8 Atlas. And then this is the key to grabbing gears right there. There's our WFO torque arm welded to the Dana 60 rear axle. If you peek up underneath here, this has the GenRight gas tank with an in-tank fuel pump, basically the YJ style fuel pump. So everything's inside, doesn't make any noise. And you can look around the corner here, you see those Wheelwood 4-piston calipers, and they do have the mechanical e-brake. The e-brake's on right now. Got our WFO diff covers front and rear. For the rear bumper, we kept it simple too. So this is the Hanson rear bumper, and it is one little click, swings out, you can get to the tailgate. We found this bumper works super clean, holds the 37-inch spare. Single 3-inch exhaust coming out in the rear, tucked in, fits around everything. Rear exit, of course, so you're not sucking fumes, and it keeps it quiet while it's idling. And then a stainless steel MagnaFlow muffler in there. What you really want to see is what's underneath the hood. I know that's what everybody wants to see, so let's pop the hood and see what we got here. So the advanced adapters radiator, and then the BD turnkey engine, 6-liter engine right here. So this is the S-Pod setup right here, and this is the Bantam, and this has 8 ports, and like you saw inside, we're using 3 ports. So we got our standard Cobra head intake we always use, air intake right here, and as you can see, look down in here, we're still running a mechanical fan. So we do like a 3/4 fan shroud and a mechanical fan, and these things stay ice cold. While you're sitting over there, you can see, here's where we mount the Hydro Boost. So it's a Hydro Boost brakes, just runs off the factory 6-liter P-Series power steering pump. And then you can also see the ceramic coated headers from Advanced Adapters. We put V-bands down on the bottom. And then right in here is the computer mount for the factory GM computer for the 6-liter LS. So, you know, under the hood is just super clean, no vacuum and wires and junk all up on the firewall. You know, they all should have come with this. One last thing that we got hidden here that's kind of tucked underneath is if you look right down in here, there's the ARB dual compressor right underneath the battery and set up with a air chuck right here. So you can use it for pumping up your tires or whatever. So as you can see, this isn't your average CJ7. You know, 6.0, Dana 60s, everything done. I wish this thing was going in my front yard, but you know, sad to see it go. Ken will be happy, and we hope to see Ken on the Rubicon with this thing, and hopefully you guys get to see it out there in action as well. Until next time.